Okay, so this is part 2 of how to LED mod your X-Wing Fantasy Flight Game miniatures, and this is the A-Wing from part 1, and I kinda glued the cables together there instead of doing a very hard solder. I just glued them into a little bit of a bunch there, and here I am soldering the two wires from the ground. If you saw part 1, you know that it came two wires down from the ground. And I'm soldering them together just to get one wire, and then I'm cutting that off after a while. I'm still kind of saving the other one for a good bit just to remember which one is ground. And this went pretty well. I used tape to solder them together, and then I just smooth out the solder on there. And tape usually works, not all the time, but it usually do. So here is the bottom side, how I kind of pull the wires. You can see the ground wires going to the front, and the positive wires are the kind of bunch there in the middle. I'm trying it out since I did a solder on there and I had glued them and stuff. Just wanted to see that it works. And there you go. That's how it looks right now. Now I'm gonna use super glue to glue the wires to the stand, and I used too much. I'm not sure why it came that big of a drop. I expected a small drop, but it came like a huge drop. It glued the top of the stand together with my model. I removed as much as I could, but oh well. I probably wouldn't want that to be removed anyway, because the wires are pretty sensitive. You can pull them off with your hands with no problem. Here I'm correcting the wires a little bit in the glue there. I don't think that was recorded, but I am putting on a tape as well to keep it in place. So I need 27 ohm, and that is red, purple and black. Black is the multiplier. So I got this little box here with some of my resistors, and this is the 27 ohm ones. It's red, purple and black. Red is 2, purple is 7 and black is multiplied by 1. So here I am kind of just correcting the wires a little bit before gluing the other side. Just a little bit more careful this time. Just adding a little bit of glue there, so that if you accidentally pull the wires, you pull in the stand and not the model. Here I'm extending the wires. I didn't record all of it, it's kinda boring. And this is how it looks right now. I saw that I needed to correct one of the engines, and I'm doing that here. That's the good part with this glue, you can correct it quite a bit. And this is how I wired them. It's actually not very hard. I pulled the negative ones out on the outer side to the front of the stand, and the positive ones from the kind of inwards on the back of the stand, and then I just put a good bunch of glue on there to keep them in place. I didn't want to kind of cut off and solder, because it's a pain in the ass to solder these little wires. Actually, it's quite hard, but it won't be visible on the bottom side anyway. So this is my kind of homemade power supply. Right now I just got a little box there. I'm actually gonna build that into the table as well. But I'm setting it to, I think, 2 volts here. And then I got a little button over there that I need to push to actually connect the power. And it still works. That's great. No problem so far. Here I am making the first connection for the battery. It's a piece of copper tape. That's some great stuff actually. You can solder on it and then tape it. And I'm gonna have that to be the negative side of the battery this time. On the TIE Defender I used positive, but I think it became better with using the negative inwards. This is the 27 ohm resistor. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting it. Kind of got stuck somehow. I'm not sure why. I am gluing the resistor to the back of the stand, and then I'm taping the kind of legs to keep them in place a little bit better. I don't want to tape on here I'm cutting the extra ground wire. I don't want to tape on the resistor itself because it becomes quite thick and it's already pretty thick. So while the glue was kind of hardening, I checked out my tie interceptor, and I replaced the battery on it and made a little bit better connection under there. I'm not sure why there isn't more recorded here, but I had a short, so I fixed that with some tape pretty easily, and I glued the battery into place with some of the Carlson's universal clister. It can be removed pretty easily. Now when I put the tie defender down, it will start the diode, and when I put it on it will stop. To save battery, it lasted about 7 days when I tried out the first battery, and I do not want it to run out each 7 days, so this is how I solved it. I'm doing the same thing for the A-wing. So this is a cut-off leg from an old resistor. I'm putting that on some copper tape, and then I am soldering the copper tape to the resistor, which kind of had a little bit much glue on it. It doesn't matter that much. It's on the bottom side. I never wanted it to be pretty anyway. I don't care about that. So there we go. Pretty straightforward there. And then I'm putting this into position. That was maybe one of the little harder parts. The tape didn't really want to go as I wanted it to go, but I eventually got it pretty good. I got it there pretty good under the stand, and yeah, that's pretty much it actually. This is how it looks, and how it works is that kind of little connector I made. When you put a little bit of weight on it, it will be pushed down from the table onto the battery, and then the LEDs will start. So here is my little tabletop play area, and here they are in action. I think they came out great, and I'm definitely doing more of my ships. It looks really good. In reality as well. Here's a little bit of a close-up on the A-wing, and I'm really happy with the result. I think it looks awesome. I can really recommend doing this mod if you want something else to your X-Wing models. But that's about it for this guide. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.